How's it going, Kart Lifers? Sammy D here. I'm outside. I just wanted to be outside. Maybe it's the jungle vibes I'm feeling for the upcoming Bowser vs. DK Tour, which we are going to talk about today. Going to give a quick recap of everything we know so far, and most importantly, what we don't know about one of the most mysterious tours we've had forthcoming in the game. Nintendo and DNA are really doing some different things with how they're rolling out the previews for this tour. As we all know, everyone's getting very antsy about it. Gonna break down what we know so far. I'm going to conclude with my endorsement for the rally tour. If you've been listening on the Discord, you know where I'm going, but I'm gonna give a pitch for why I believe my choice is the one to make. I hope you'll follow along. If you don't, make your best choice. Do whatever you want. Follow your heart. It should be a fun rally tour, I hope. Big things to come. We shall see. Stay tuned. We're going to break it all down. First, I'm going to welcome to the pit crew, Kareem1710. Thanks so much, man. You were a Kart Lifer. Now you're in the pit crew. Thanks for joining up. Good to meet you. Thanks for joining on the pit crew Discord and the voice chat. Good to meet you. Everyone welcome Kareem to the pit crew. Now, let's start getting right down to brass tacks, the Bowser vs. DK Tour. So, first shout out to Hero for correctly predicting the next rally tour. They always come at the end of the expert challenges. Keep in mind, your expert challenges right now are about to end in a couple days. Make sure you have those finished if you want those coin bingos and that badge. But what we've had so far is the Mario vs. Luigi Tour and the Peach vs. Daisy Tour ending when a set of expert challenges ended. And we have the same here, just as Hero of the Skies predicted. Now, the way Nintendo has rolled out the previews for this tour has been completely unprecedented. First, let's talk about what happened in the order of what happened, and then we'll talk about where we are now. So, actually, before anything technically happened, data miners knew about this Versus preview with the shadows of Bowser and DK, and we figured it's either coming next tour or coming soon. Like I said, because of the expert challenges, we knew it was probably coming this next tour. So we knew this was coming. And then 1 week ago, the first official announcement for the new tour. You have a little mysterious teaser of what is this Versus tour, and then they just tell you it's Bowser vs. Donkey Kong. Okay, no surprise there, but this was released 1 week ago on Monday, meaning 5 days before the usual tour preview. And they say in this preview we're gonna have 3 installments of news. This one and then 2 more. Turns out data miners also found out what those text lines were gonna be for the next previews and found out they would come on Thursday and Monday. The next Monday being today. So in that first preview on Monday, we got the 2 teams. We got Bowser vs. DK. It showed all the characters, which I'm going to talk about, and I want y'all to listen up on that. They showed all the characters and they showed the videos, but for the first time, we didn't see the new characters in the little scrolls on the video. We had Builder Luigi revealed in the video that way early. We had Pauline Rose revealed in the video for Peach vs. Daisy Tour. This time, no new character in the video. Now, also, everyone was obsessing about these little charts here with extra spaces. Forget about that. The charts here with the extra spaces are just to even out the spacing there. There are not 7 new characters coming on Team Bowser. There's not 1 character coming on DK. But we have to ask ourselves, okay, are there new characters? Are there new alts? Now, why is this particularly important? Let's talk about it. On the DK side, we have not had a DK alt in over a year and a half of Mario Kart Tour. I don't need to tell all the Kong fans out there, and they are a big bunch, no pun intended, that it is long overdue for a DK alt in this game. The DK fan base has been begging Nintendo for a DK alt. Will we finally get it this tour? If so, they are not showing it early like they have in the past. Let's go to the Bowser side. The Bowser alts we have already that could return in a Spotlight pipe are Gold Dry Bowser, but he just came a couple of weeks ago in the last Gold pipe. Then we have Santa Bowser, and I have to say once again, there is no chance Bowser Santa is going to come back as a Spotlight if they follow precedent, which they are known to break precedent. But if we look at the precedent, because they do stick to certain ones. Holodaisy did not return for another year until the holidays. Holodaisy, when she came back, wasn't even available in the pipe. She was only in a bundle. You're not going to have a chance at Bowser Santa until next Christmas, and if so, it might not even be in a pipe. It might be a pack. That's what they've done so far, and I think it would be very odd if Bowser Santa was a Spotlight. Okay, if Bowser Santa is a Spotlight, is there also going to be a DK Spotlight? New DK alt. Will it be a new DK alt and Bowser Santa? I just don't see that happening. You also have Dry Bowser, but at this point, he's such a common high end. He's been in packs. He's been in the normal high end allotment. it makes for a really weak spotlight. And you start to kind of envision how would they do pipes for a DK Bowser tour. and you start to think, okay, is there any way they could do pipes without new DK and Bowser alts? Okay, well, maybe they could do dry Bowser if they really made the spotlight set nice with the dry Bowser umbrella and maybe an awesome new Kart. But then what do they do on the DK side? This starts to really not make much sense when you think about no new alts. So let's just put a pin in that for a second, and then let's resume with the schedule they released for these previews. The next preview we got, as predicted by the data miners, was on Thursday, and it's another tour teaser, and it's the badges. This one hit everyone a little hard because you look at these badges, and you have a green and red badge, an almost exact recycling of the Luigi and Mario badge colors. This got me pretty bummed out. Now, we do have the silver badges for second place, and they announced that the rewards will be changing this time. It's not that big a change. All it is that the losing team is also going to get a silver badge, which is cool. It means you'll get a badge for your team no matter what happens. Now, it's inconsistent because we didn't get that for the last rally tour, the one before. It would be awesome to get retroactive badges for the past 2 tours, and it reveals just how lazy it was to not give us the silver badges on the last tours, which is bummer. It draws attention to the fact that that obviously should have happened, and it didn't. But nonetheless, we're getting them now, fine. But these recolors, these lazy green and red recolors, when Bowser really should be black or dark green to match his color scheme, DK, the yellow and red should be emphasized. I actually recolored my own tokens and badges. You can see them right here. Other people like Snickerbobble have done them as well. I tried to keep the design consistent, but why would it be so hard to just do a simple recolor so that all the tokens are different? The tokens look different from Mario and Luigi, and the badges look different. They did it with Peach and Daisy. I really don't get it. It's really odd. You know, they spend so much time on Ninja Hideaway, an amazing new track, and then they, Sydney, a whole new track, and then they can't do a simple recolor of a badge. I really don't understand it. I'm really at a loss. Maybe there's different departments handling them. But moving on, we also got a preview of the token shop. We found that there are 2 high-end characters. Both of them are in the high-end pool. It's PGP and Metal Mario. PGP you might be excited about if you don't have her. Some people still don't have her. They're free to play or starting out recently, which is awesome. She's one of the top Coinboxers. So great. Also, some of us have her at level 6, like me, maybe 1 or 2 extra, getting close to 7, so that will help get her to 7 eventually. Metal Mario, not as useful, not as high up on the tier list for drivers, but for me, honestly, one of my first level 6 high-end drivers, and he's done me really well, especially in the early days of the game. So never hurts to have an extra high-end there. We're gonna get both of those. We don't know what else we're gonna get. A little note here that on the past rally tours, the token shop has been really souped up. I'm talking full sets of high-end tickets, driver kart glider, full sets of uncapped high-end tickets. Will we see that again? Most likely. I think you can probably count on it. Now, I want to also insert in terms of what you can count on, the good news, we won the Twitter campaign. Again, we hit 10,000 retweets for the Bowser and DK videos across the world, so we're gonna get 10,000 coins confirmed. You're gonna get those, you're gonna get extra stuff in the token shop, we assume. So even if this tour sucks, you're gonna get a lot of rewards. Now, let's go to the next tour preview that happened today. Now, we didn't get the... Now, let's go to the next thing that happened, which was Friday, the day after Thursday. We all assume we get that normal tour preview. We woke up, I was about to do this actual video on Friday, and we didn't have the tour preview. So, okay, first time they've ever not done a Friday tour preview. This is unprecedented. Now, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if we didn't get it, they are not gonna give us one at all, because I don't see it coming on Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. We already know that Monday there's a data mine third preview, and it's something about bonus time according to the data miners. And yes, I'm talking about the data mining in this case. At this point, I don't care. But we didn't get that tour preview. And I figured, okay, we're not getting one at all. Monday's news, we just got it today. There's really nothing to say about it. It's just about the bonus time, just like we thought. You can see it right here. So let's talk about where we are now. Twitter, there's no teaser of a new character. Tour preview, there wasn't one. Preview of a new track. Nothing. Indication of a new DK alt. Nothing. Indication of a new Bowser alt. Zilch. We've got nothing to go on except the terms of the team rally and the teams. Now, Chris, my whale captain, made a good point. They're focusing heavily on the retweet campaign for the 2 teams. We lost in the Peach vs. Daisy tour, and they actually threw us a bone and had pity on us and gave us the coins anyway. So focusing on the 2 team selections, getting that retweet campaign going as the main priority, I could see maybe that's their approach. And you know what? If they are saving everything And I'm talking a possible new DK alt. We're going to talk about the ramifications of that. A possible new Bowser alt as well. A possible new track. Might not be a huge track, but some kind of new thing. Or maybe not, maybe just whatever the featured tracks are going to be. Which we did see some of in the videos. We can determine we're going to get a Dino Jungle, a Bowser's Castle, Airship Fortress I think was shown, etc. But it's starting to crystallize that there are two ways this could play out in this next tour. And there are very different ways it could go. Want to give a shout out to Kevin Garrett, unofficial Kart Life, free-to-play correspondent. You can check out his YouTube channel where he kind of said a lot of this already. So I'm repeating a lot of information that we've all kind of summarized at this point. But it's down to the wire and we need to discuss it. Two ways this could go. One, they are saving some cool reveals for the tour drop itself. Remember in Jungle Tour, Funky Kong came as a surprise. He was not teased beforehand. By leaving out the tour preview, it seems to imply that they are saving something for the next tour. In fact, doing the early announcement of this tour, building this tour up a little more than they have in the past for a team rally, it kind of leads us to believe that they are saving something cool for the tour. And in fact, if you look at Ninja Hideaway, the Ninja Tour, the 1.5 year anniversary tour, followed directly by Sydney Tour, man, Mario Kart Tour has been on fire, you guys. We got spoiled. We've been getting spoiled. And honestly, they might be prepared to continue to deliver to us. And what we can see is a new track. Let's talk about the track options for a second. You got DK, you got Bowser. You got great track ideas for both of them. You got DK Jungle from 3DS, one of my top 10 tracks I want to see in the game. DK Jungle Parkway, an all-time classic from N64. DK Mountain from GameCube, where we have very few tracks represented from Double Dash. Then you've got nice glow-ups they could do Sunset Wild style for Riverside Park and Lakeside Park from GBA Super Circuit. On the Bowser side, we not only have more GBA Bowser's Castles we could do, but we have SNES Bowser's Castle. SNES, the tracks that are in Mario Kart Tour, very similar to the GBA tracks, very flat, Donut Plains, Vanilla Lake, Ghost Valley, Mario Circuit, etc. They haven't done an SNES Bowser Circuit. It's going to feel a lot like the GBA Bowser Circuit, but here you could do a remix SNES Bowser's Castle SNES. They could do something like that, reusing existing assets if they want to go the easier route. If they want to blow us away on the Bowser side, we could get a Bowser's Castle from N64, like I also talked about in my track wish list. There's of course great Bowser's Castle tracks from all the Mario Kart games, and we've only got the flat GBA style so far. Another great idea some people have talked about, Grumble Volcano. It's got that DK vibe, it's got that Bowser vibe, all crammed into one, and a Wii track. After Maple Treeway, we're all hoping for some more Wii tracks coming to the game. Now, you might say, Sammy, chill out. They're never going to add a huge new track right after Ninja Hideaway and Sydney right back to back. And I get that. So another option is we might just have maybe new RT tracks. There's still a few tracks that need RT variants. Or we could have no new track at all, which is fine. Maybe that's why they didn't do the tour preview, because it would just show an existing track like Dino Jungle, and they don't want to let us down that way. And they want to put their emphasis on a possible new alt reveal. Now, let's talk about that. You open the app, you download the new tour, we have no idea what to expect, and out of nowhere appears, bam, a shot of that long-awaited DK character alt that fans have been clamoring for over a year and a half. Kevin Garrett himself, the leader of the Kong fandom here at the Kart Life Discord. I know there's so many of you out there, huge Kong fans who've been wanting either a new DK alt or even a new character from the Kong family like Cranky or someone like that. I think it's time for a DK alt, and I am going to predict we're going to see it revealed in that tour when you open it up. Maybe another Bowser as well. I could see them getting away with Dry Bowser in the spotlight if we get a new DK alt. But remember, they're trying to get us to use our rubies. They're trying to get money out of us. They want to make these pipes really appealing. We're gonna have 2 good weeks of spotlights, you know, and in past rally tours, you know, week 2 for Mario and Luigi, it was Wario and Waluigi coming back. In week 2 of the Peach vs. Daisy tour, it was Chef Shy Guy and Chef Mario because of the Valentine's theme. So usually we see the 2 competitors in week 1 pipe together. So maybe a Bowser alt, a DK alt. And then in week 2, we'll have something else come back. And here a lot of people have suggested DK Jr., SNES returning, and Bowser Jr. returning. The 2 junior versions of Bowser and DK. I could see this happening for week 2. But what's week 1? Then you start to ask yourself, okay, well, if they are being lazy and they're not doing a new DK alt, and we're all going to be truly disappointed by this after all, what are they going to do for week 1? They can't give us regular Super DK, regular Super Bowser as spotlights. No one's going to pull on that pipe. That pipe would have to be so loaded with high super odds or other high-end odds, something like the throwback driver's pipe, where it's just foolish not to dump all your rubies into that pipe. That's the only way they could do it. Plus, they're going to be giving us a DK. They're going to be giving us a Bowser if you choose those teams. So having a super spotlight for either of those characters, I just don't see it. To me, all of this is pointing towards a plan to surprise us with something awesome in the new tour. And at this point, I am expecting that. And a lot of people are going to be very, very disappointed if that doesn't happen. Real talk. A lot of people are talking about, I'm done if that doesn't happen. I'm done if we don't get a DK alt. So, Nintendo, the ball's in your court. I can't wait to see what you guys do. And with that, we are going to talk about my official endorsement for this tour. I'm not going to do a big speech like I did for Team Mario, but let's talk about the choice between Team Bowser and Team DK. First of all of the pre-tour polling has favored Team Bowser. A lot of people are just rushing onto Team Bowser. Here's why I have an issue with this. I have a little bit of a bone to pick, and just as a disclaimer, it's all good. Everyone follow their heart, pick the team they want, but for Team Mario, I was trying to tell you guys, the most popular team is going to win, and it's going to be Team Mario. The most popular team globally. Forget about Twitter. Forget about our community. Forget about the Discords. The global audience is going to go for Mario, and they did. Despite the big, grassroots fan campaign for Luigi, it didn't work. Same with Peach and Daisy. I tried to tell you guys Peach is also going to win. Now here we are in Bowser vs. DK, and when I heard about it, I was like, that's actually a better rivalry. It's going to be closer there because it's not so obvious to me which is the global winner. After a day or two, it became very clear Bowser is the global frontrunner, I think you would have to say, in the community, in the Discords. Now, on the Kart Life Discord, there's way more Bowser than on, Carlos's Discord, which is interesting. On Twitter, though, the retweet campaigns were a lot closer than they have been before. And the reason I'm a little bit annoyed that everyone is going Team Bowser is, guys, this is what I was telling you last 2 times, is that the most popular person is going to win, and y'all didn't listen to me. Now, I get it. You lost in Mario versus Luigi because you went Luigi. You maybe lost in Peach vs. Daisy a second time because you went with Daisy. You didn't listen to me twice in a row. And so now you are going to go Team Bowser and you're going to make sure you win. I get it. Believe me. You want the badge. You don't want to lose 3 times in a row. But you know what? I'm changing it up this time because Team DK is the choice. If you want to see the biggest underdog we've ever had in a rally tour, who has a fighting chance. This is pretty close. On Carlos's server, it's pretty close. On the retweet campaign, it's closer than it ever has been before. Team DK actually has a chance to pull this thing off, and I'm willing to risk the 5 rubies and 1,500 coins to see if it can happen. If for no other reason than that, DK and the Kong, franchise has really gotten the shaft. Bowser's riding high on the success of Bowser's Fury right now. Everyone loves a bad guy. I get it. It's like Darth Vader, right? Everyone loves Bowser. They root for the bad guy. But DK, I'm telling you guys, there is a silent majority of DK fans possibly lurking out there. The DK fandom is rabid. It is very much a collective community. And they might come out in support of Team DK. We might have a surprise. And I know the Team DK players are going to grind hard for those tokens. Now, a note on the characters, and I want you guys to really listen up to me on this one. Please, if you can take one thing away from this. A lot of you guys, you look at the character rosters and you say, which team do I have most characters on? And you just choose that team. Specifically, you look at the Coinbox characters, where Team Bowser has actually more. Team Bowser has more Coinbox characters Team DK has more characters in general to kind of balance that out a little bit. So a lot of people say, I have more Coinboxers on Team Bowser, I'm going Team Bowser. There's one reason why this is a little bit of a fallacy, and you need to reconsider just for a moment. When you're racing with Coinboxers, right? The assumption here is you want to grind tokens as fast as possible and get a lot of tokens. A couple issues with this. One, who's ever really had that hard of a time clearing out the token shop in 2 weeks? Probably no one. You're gonna finish the tokens. You can always get more tokens with, the Coinboxers you do have on your team or the other characters you do have on your team, and you're gonna complete the token shop. Number two, say, well, even if I complete the token shop, I wanna get a lot of tokens for my team. Well, you know what? One person's token count is actually not that big a deal in the grand scheme of things. I hate to break it to you. But most importantly, if you're going for scores, say in Ranked Cup with a Coinboxer on the team that you choose because of the Coinboxers, when you're spewing out those coin boxes, those tokens are coming out and they're actually getting in the way of the red coins. This is something a lot of the competitive players have discovered, is that with tokens, those are coming out, the regular coins are coming out, sometimes a red coin, and when you finally finish the tokens, you get more red coins. This leads to higher scores on your Ranked Cup with those drivers and higher scores overall for all cup ranking if you're going for that. Well, people say, well, I'll just finish the token shop real quick and grind it out, then the tokens will disappear. Actually, no, because in the rally tours, the tokens never go away. Don't confuse that, leaving one item in your token shop to see how many tokens you can get. That is not what keeps the tokens appearing. In rally tours, the tokens appear throughout the entire tour, no matter what, no matter if you clean your token shop out or not, because you're earning tokens for the team for the whole 2 weeks. Remember this. So those tokens are never going away. Point being, and I hope this is clear, if you have Coinboxers on your team that you are racing with, those tokens are going to get in the way of red coins. If you race with Coinboxers who are not on your team, no tokens, more red coins. What does this mean? This means that there are more Coinboxers on Team Bowser, and choosing DK, you will have all those Bowser Coinboxers getting their full potential with Coinbox and red coins. Hope that makes sense. It's just a meta level strat, a micro strat for you guys to consider as you choose. But you know what? Follow your heart. And we're going to have fun with this because it's going to be a really competitive rally. And I do believe great things are to come. I can't see a tour where the tour pops up, the background is a track we know, very familiar, and then we just see a regular Bowser and DK there in the opening screen. I don't see it happening. I see big things to come. I see a DK alt finally happening, maybe a new Bowser alt as well. Super Kong, the white Yeti DK, would be a big fan favorite, but Mario Kart likes to surprise us with alts we never saw coming, some random, outfit on DK or Bowser. The hopes are high, the stakes are high, the stakes are very high. The fans are waiting. Nintendo, we look forward to seeing what you'll do for this tour. Thanks so much for tuning in. Go Team DK. Join me, and let the underdog with the biggest fighting chance we've had so far take down the evil Lord Bowser, and the Kong family will reign supreme. I'm not even a big DK or Kong franchise fan. I just like this idea of rooting for Team DK. I hope you'll join me. Guys, we'll see you in the new tour. Tomorrow we'll have the screenshot challenge results. Tune in for that. We'll have the pit crew friend rankings. Tune in for that. Special thanks to my pit crew and all my members, the whale captains, and all of you watching today. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell if you like what I do. We'll see you in the next Kart Live video. Y'all take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.